A mass M is equals to 0.5 kg is attached to a horizontal spring of force constant 200 newtons per meter. On a frictionless surface, the mass is displaced slightly and released. Show that the motion is simple harmonic. So to start with, when the mass is displaced by distance x, the spring exerts a restoring force. That's according to Hooke's law. So it means that F is equals to negative kx. Then, according to Newton's second law of motion, we know that mass is the product of, or rather, force is the product of mass times acceleration. So I'll replace force with mass times acceleration, like this. This is equals to negative kx. Then, acceleration is the change of velocity with respect to time. So, mass multiplied by the change in velocity, that is dv, dt. This is equals to negative kx. Differentiating position twice gives us acceleration. So, instead, I will say mass is multiplied by the double derivative of position, that's d squared x, dt squared. This is equals to negative kx. Alright, so after that, I can divide throughout by mass, meaning that on the left hand side, I'll just remain with the double derivative, like this, and this is equals to negative k over m, like that. And of course, this multiplies with the x that we have there. So now this expression can be written as the acceleration is equals to, so negative, now this expression that you see here is the square root of k over m. So now, since we do not have a square root there, this is what I'm going to do. So that we just obtain the square root we're talking about. If I put brackets here like this, and I put a square root, k over m, and then I square this, multiplied by x. So the idea here is the square root cancels the square, giving us what we had initially. So if that's the case, we know that the square root of k over m is simply the angular frequency omega. So this is equals to negative omega squared multiplied by x. So this means that acceleration is equals to negative omega squared x, like that. So this shows that the motion is simple and harmonic. Part B says, find the angular frequency of the oscillation. Now already we've established to say angular frequency is given by the square root of k over m. Our spring constant is 200 divided by our mass, which is 0.5. So this will give us omega, the square root of 400, and this is just 20 radians per second. So part C says determine the period of the motion. So period is given by, let me remove this, period is given by 2 pi over omega. Period is equals to 2 pi over omega. So this is 2 pi divided by 20. So this is pi over 10. So period is approximately 0.31 seconds. So there we have it.